Nestled quaintly within the bustling streets is our hidden gem, Aberforth's Bounties, a modest thrift shop. The trickle of visitors gracing our doors is steady, a handful per hour. On this particular day, an air of curiosity hangs as thick as the morning mist. Daphne, known for her occasional escapades into inebriation, awoke amidst the shop's eclectic wares. Meanwhile, Aberforth himself bursts in, his characteristic vigor stirring the very spirits of our ancestors. William, the ever studious presence in the background, was engrossed in his customary research. As for me, I stood on the verge of closing a deal with a customer. This one involved a captivating decanter of endless salt water. Amidst this tapestry of events, Daphne departs fleetingly, perhaps to visit the notorious broken tankard just down the lane. Yet, her absence is but a fleeting moment. She returns almost as swiftly as she left. Aberforth's enterprising spirit guides him to the decision that new stock is a must. With determined steps, he ventures forth to locate such treasures. As he exits, a new figure enters, a presence towering, commanding, impossible to overlook. This figure, revealed as a Rakshasa, demands attention as only a being of power can. His intent becomes clear. A tile displayed on our shelves is his desire. With an air of authority, he approaches William, seeking the origin of the tile. And so William delves into our records, satisfying the Rakshasa's inquiry. Yet this enigmatic being presents an unexpected proposition. He wishes to secure more of these tiles, and he's willing to compensate us generously. The tile, as it turns out, originates from a long-forgotten tomb within the Tribelands, a mere fragment of a grander mosaic. A business card exchanges hands, a pact to notify him once more tiles are procured. Thus embarking on our quest, we set forth with an unlikely guide, the very youth who peddles us discarded trinkets. Surprisingly, the journey to the cave suspected as the source of the tile unfolds with ease, like a well-woven tale. The guide's warnings of a lurking presence within the cave becomes reality. A sleeping bear greets us. In a luminous moment, Aberforth's ascot illuminates the situation, and the bear awakens. The ensuing skirmish is brief, leaving us standing as victors. With compassion, I guide the bear's spirit towards its eternal rest, uniting it with its kin beyond. The cavern's depths unfold, revealing a chamber of intricately hewn stone. On the floor, a triangular puzzle awaits, a riddle of time's passage. Through an unforeseen twist, Daphne's playful mischief leads to a revelation, unlocking the door that guards a domain untouched by time's march. And so, at this juncture, we stand before a portal, a threshold to the untouched mysteries that lie within.
Okay, cool. So for simplicity's sake, Terry, you also work for Aberforth's Bounties. You were just like late to the party, so to speak. You chased them through the tribe lands to like this little cave in the middle of nowhere. Just you always happen to be like 15, 20 minutes behind them, like, far enough back that you could see them, but not like shout at them. And you get there just as they finish beating the crap out of a bear.
Oh, nice.
No. He clearly congealed off of the cave wall.
So you guys stand in a small finished chamber. Looks like nobody's really been poking around here in probably living memory. And you have just solved the puzzle on the floor that opens the door. The doors click and like shake briefly as some ancient latch is released, and like a small cloud of dust kind of puffs from the seams of the door. But other than that, nothing really happens.
Well, Daphne is going to confidently stride forward and push on the door.
You put a hand on the door. It doesn't like push open, but you do notice that like it's so perfectly balanced that you can kind of just glide it straight up.
Huh.
Daphne really sticking to that whole drunken thing, because I distinctly remember being told this was not a pull door. This was not a push door.
Nope. It seems to have like a perfect counterweight attached to it. It's practically weightless when you try to pick up this massive, what must be several tons of stone.
Huh. See? Look at that. This adventuring shit is easy.
My god, if I had known Daphne was that strong, I'd have her moving our freight more often.
All right. The door opens to like this broad passageway, and there's a set of stairs going down, and there are 0 light sources. So you guys see pretty much what you see on the map. I think someone actually has a light spell cast on them still.
Aberforth should have it cast on his ascot.
Yep. Aberforth still has light on, so you can see just fine. The stairs descend to another large stone door. This one has like clear handles on it, and a very large iron brace has been put on your side of the door.
Huh. That's weird.
Ah, it looks like they were worried about the treasures escaping.
I don't think that's...
Listen, Daphne, one man's slavering beast is another man's treasure. You'll get to know these things as you adventure more. Whoop, why is it?
Oh.
Tokens are locked.
I fixed it.
You know I just caught up with you, but I don't think I'm going to be the one to open that door.
Well, I mean, Aberforth's going to go forward and see if anything looks funky with the door. If not, he's just going to go to open it.
This has got a very large iron like bar on it. Like you gotta heft this big piece of metal to open it.
Daphne's gonna call back from the very end of the hallway. You guys got this. I believe in you. You're doing so good.
All right, well, let's lift this bar.
Jesus, Aberforth's name is so long in Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, we found the character limit finally.
Oh, Aberforth's just gonna lift the bar and then open her up.
Give me that
gets
strength check. Athletics.
Oh yeah,
Cabin man.
Well, when I left on my adventures, I was but a cabin boy. But now I return to Bastion, a cabin man.
The cabin man he is. This 4 foot tall rabbit lifts like a what's got to be like 70 pounds of like not like way more than 70 pounds, like maybe like 120 pounds of raw steel just up and off the frickin' doors.
It's all in the form. That man is engaging his glutes.
Look at his legs.
It's
He's lifting with his legs.
It's the mustache.
The mustache gives him strength.
It's just proper lifting technique. He actually used his legs.
All right, yeah, you remove the large iron bar.
Perfect.
It falls to the ground with like a heavy clang. You open the doors, and you see a crowd of goblins are kind of like gathered in front of like this. Let you see the whole thing. There you go. A crowd of goblins are gathered in front of what looks to be like a wooden stage that's been prepared. And standing on the stage is a hobgoblin who is like mid-ritual sacrifice of another goblin. He's got it like held by the back of the head up in the air, and he's got like this big ritual dagger, and he's just like spilling the creature's guts all over the place. And the goblins standing on the floor are all like cheering and chanting and waving their hands in the air. They're fucking loving it. Amongst the crowd of goblins, you see that a few of them are like horrifically deformed. They have like pallid skin, extra arms, and 2 sets of mouths. they're barely recognizable as goblins. If it weren't for the fact that they have like the same general face, they're like the same size. And they're hanging out with goblins.
Did they notice the giant clanging of the steel bar?
They notice the clanging and the door opens, and the hobgoblin's kind of facing you guys. And the hobgoblin kind of like shouts, "We have been blessed! The door opens!" And the goblins all turn their heads, and they start chanting something in Goblin. Do any of you speak Goblin?
Can I do a quick casting of comprehend languages?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to spend a spell slot on that, go for it.
Yeah.
All right. They're chanting something. William casts a quick spell. They are chanting, "Open the door, meet the gods. Open the door, meet the gods. Open the door, meet the gods." And they seem like super hyped.
So just to clarify, William is the only one who understands what they're saying, right?
Unless you speak Goblin, yeah.
I do not.
Does anyone else speak Goblin?
Daphne's
No.
just calling from the back, like, "Oh, hey, damn, those people seem really cool. Seem really hyped to see us."
William's gonna walk up to Mr. Bristlecone here and be like, Mr. Bristlecone, they're chanting, "Open the door, meet the gods." I think they might think we're some sort of divine beings.
Well, with an attitude like that, you're never going to actually be a divine being. You have to own it, William. Aberforth will just walk in and be like, "We have arrived!"
So the goblins are stupid as shit, but I'm gonna roll for the hobgoblin because he's gonna see people literally dressed like what people in the city wear, and he's gonna question whether or not they're actually gods.
Can I try deception?
Go for it.
All right.
He's gonna make a quick insight check.
Oh, perfect.
Oh no.
Nope.
Okay, so so what does Aberforth say?
Aberforth is like, "You sacrificed, and we came."
The hobgoblin goes, "Behold, the gods of the Forsaken Temple!
Terry's got
Bestow
a
upon
wonderful
us your
idea.
blessings, gods!"
Well, before we get about to all of this blessing, we do have to see how well you've been taking care of our temple. It is very important to us. Could you give us a quick show?
Of course. Hobgoblin runs down the stage, and he gets up close to you guys, and he bows deeply. He still looks a little suspicious of you, but he's willing to like at least give you the benefit. You close the door. Guy's just standing there, I guess. He goes, which chamber would you like to see first?
Quick out of context. The tile thing we had been talking about earlier, that was like obviously part to a greater image, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
part of a mosaic. It's hard to tell what the image was of, because you only have like a very small fraction of it.
Well, when we were last here, we had left a great picture of our glory and what we had accomplished here in the world last time, and we'd like to look upon it again, to bask in our greatness before we come back to you our worshippers to show you our gratitude.
We have not been granted access to all of the temple, and I'm sorry to say we have not seen any such tiles. However, I will show you what we have to offer. Come this way, my gods. And he opens the door, and in here, I get to load all of the goblins.
Oh no.
In here, he shows you that they have they've set up a little archery range in here. It's hard to say what this room was originally used for, but he goes, "Here we train to become great warriors, so that we may crusade in your name." And then the goblins in here kind of look at you kind of weird, like they don't know where the hell you came from. He goes, "In here, well, we don't really go this way."
This is to the toilets.
There's a spike trap with a dead goblin in it over there. Let's see. Oh yeah. Shows you this way. Back this way, my gods. He goes. Here we make our camp. We thank you for the blessing of shelter. He comes up over here. He goes, here we imprison those that dare blaspheme against your name, my lords. Then he runs over this way. Goes. He says, we have left this chamber intact. We've yet to truly decipher what these effigies mean, but we praise them daily. And
just a quick note, as we were passing through the thing with the part with the cages, was there anyone currently imprisoned?
No, but they had yet to clean up the corpses, so there was a few corpses in there.
Yikes.
Mr. DM, is this one to the south of Crab?
What? It's some kind of large. It looks like a large insect, probably like an onkeg or something.
Oh, I was hoping for Crab because Crab is inevitable.
Crab is inevitable, and he shows you this final room, and he says, "And here Gork watches over our beasts of war." And Gork's just kind of like snoozing at a campfire here. Little campfire under him. He's just kind of snoozing under, next to a campfire, and he kind of perks up when you guys are talking through. He's like, "Sir, hello," and like he's doing like a little goblin salute.
To the hobgoblin or us?
To the hobgoblin. He doesn't know who you people are.
All right.
The hobgoblin
Will
turns to you guys and he's like, "Are you not pleased, my lords?"
So William's still the only one who understands any of this, right?
If they're speaking,
He's speaking
I believe
common.
the hobgoblin speaking common.
Yeah, the goblins all speak goblin, but the hobgoblin's speaking common.
Okay, so we have no idea what the goblin says at all, aside from William.
Yeah, no, the goblin just goes.
Cool.
Out of character, did they comment on the passageway that had a red skull marked on it?
Nope, he walked right past it.
In that case, Daphne's going to tap Aberforth on the shoulder, hey, maybe you should ask about the passageway with the red skull.
Yes. Just, my good man, I see you seem to have glossed over some of the things we passed. That one with that absolutely ghoulish mark on it. Was that just...
The mark was there when we arrived, and nothing we've done could remove it, but The shamans, they tell me that a great and terrible power lies beyond that door, and we're hoping that you would bestow that power upon us. That power upon us. Should we show our devotion?
Will has taken out his leather-bound book and is just writing down all of this shit, like everything he sees. Like this is a fascinating opportunity to learn how goblins work.
It's funny because right behind him is Year with his own book, writing everything down, but he's just taking note of what's happening.
Daphne feels genuinely
Holy hell,
a little
why
bit
is my
conflicted
stream
about the genuinely a little bit conflicted about impersonating a god.
Oh,
I think we
right,
should
she's a cleric.
These people. We should bless them. Give them our blessings.
For all of Daphne's selfishness and faults, she is a genuinely spiritual person.
You know what? Will steps up and just like puts a hand on Aberforth and is like, "Allow me, my lord." And he steps up here and he just kind of like straightens himself out and goes and looks to the hobgoblin and goes, "Go, carry our mark and our blessing and carry our strength with you wherever you go." And he lays his hand on the goblin's armor, and I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to make that red skull appear on his armor for a second, and then just have it like slowly fade out.
Okay, real quick, give me a deception check.
Oh well, this should go well.
And also, do you have like subtle spell, or are you just like gonna cast magic in front of this dude?
I don't believe Minor Illusion has verbal component.
Nope, it has somatic and material.
Awesome. That's really good, actually.
And
It would be a pretty bad spell if it didn't.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, 16.
Yeah, let me roll his insight really quick. So I'm diagnosing something as well, so give me a second.
Yeah, your audio's a bit choppy for me. I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my internet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is the jig finally up?
I'm
So
so glad it finally broke bad. Now they're in the room. We have to fight our way all the way back through the dungeon.
They never
the
expect you to
hobgoblin-
start already in the dungeon.
So the hobgoblin looks at William, and he says, "Forgive me for questioning you, but why does a god wear the uniform of the College of Staves? You are just as a scholar, but you bear the marks of the tribe."
Ah, yes. You see, we take on forms that are more benign to observers.
Yes, and we take forms that would that would work along with our domains of power. I consider myself a scholar, therefore I appear as a scholar.
Go ahead and roll, both of you.
I would like.
So, wait.
Is someone getting the help action and one rolling? Because that would change what I'm
I
going to
mean,
do.
I'm the one who spoke first, so
I mean, you guys both roll. We'll figure it out after the fact.
okay.
Terry is tapping his staff in irritation for them questioning.
Oh,
the
look at
god.
that nat 20.
Yeah, beep, beep,
Can I get a
beep.
15?
Yeah, no, you guys nail it. The hobgoblin goes, of course. Forgive my impudence. I apologize, sir.
All is forgiven. A bit of mistrust is good to keep you alive.
He also notices the mark on his shoulder, and he's like, the mark. What does it mean? Why have you placed it upon me?
That is a sacred symbol. It connotes that something is holy and uh, worthy of our respect.
I see. Again, I apologize for my ignorance. I shall tell our followers at once. Please make yourself comfortable. This is, after all, your home, your temple, your home. And he runs out.
Part of me wants to be like, don't tell us what to do.
I cannot believe this is working.
You guys are
So-
nailing these skill
Miguel
checks.
and Julio. Julio and Miguel. Mighty and powerful God.
Yeah, that's my first vibe I got was El Dorado.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, if we're making ourselves comfortable, let's go look around in here. Oh my God. This is
You know, I
killing
know-
me.
I know we had talked about like, oh man, if we go into the tribe lands, I'd love to actually have our own tribe. I didn't think we'd get it session 2. So what are these statues? What do they look like?
So in the center is 4 warriors. They appear to be like in classical slow mat attire. They look like, just like your average barbarian warriors. And each one is bravely facing down some kind of bestial statue in the room. So like the one in the south is like a large Ankeg-like creature. The one in the west is a minotaur. The one to the north is a fierce tiger that's kind of standing up on 2 legs. And the one in the east is a bear. There appears to be like a significant portion of these statues are made out of some kind of green crystalline stone, probably emerald. And it looks like the goblins have tried to smash and take some of it. So they do have like chips and dings in them, where like tools and large stones have been like used to kind of smash at the statues a little bit.
Are these warriors just like nondescript, or could I do a history check to see
You
if I
can do a history check, yeah.
20?
Ooh. These statues seem to represent 4 tribes of the Slowmat. These aren't like specific heroes, but you can tell based on their garb and like their chosen weapon or whatever that each one represents a different tribe of the tribe lands.
Okay.
And I need to actually like grab the book because I forgot all the tribe names. But one of them's the Slowmat, and that's the only one I can ever actually remember because I'm terrible at remembering my own lore, which is why we write it down. Apologize.
What's this little hole over here, boys?
Barry raises a fair point. We should investigate.
There's a hole.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
No hole.
Hold on.
I'm bummed.
Hold on. I'm getting lore. I made a history nerd. I'm gonna play a fucking history nerd.
I'm sorry. It was
really,
the Slowmat, the Killsart, the Slavana.
It was a lame.
The Slowmat, the Killsart, the Slavana, and the Kolorth.
It was an Ankeg, a Minotaur, and what else?
Like a panther and a bear.
A panther, you say?
Yeah. Kind of like reared up on 2 legs.
And you said that was the North statue?
Yep. Little kitty cat statue.
So I realized that like it would be that the statue is probably much smaller. Is this Night Pelt?
Give me another history check.
17?
Yep, that one is Nightpaw. You can tell faintly etched into the coat of the panther's fur is like little stars and stuff.
Oh,
Interesting.
wonder if this Minotaur's Kirak.
Damn, that panther looks badass.
Yeah, Nightpaw's pretty badass.
Does the Minotaur look familiar?
No, the Minotaur just seems to be some Minotaur.
Okay.
Same's true for the Ankeg and the bear.
Okay.
It's Vinny.
It's Vinny.
Vinny was actually a legendary creature.
He was pseudo-legendary.
You guys wander into these caves. It appears that some kind of cave system has encroached on the temple. You have to cross over a decent amount of rubble to get here. A lot of the larger stones were removed, but there's still like a lot of like scree and stuff all over the place. As you enter the tunnel, you see that the walls are dotted with these glowing quartz-like crystals, and there's just fungus growing everywhere. Pretty typical for caves in the Tribelands. And that means
Constitution check.
nope, that means more goblins. There's some goblins back here. They're just kind of milling about. Some of them are like kind of trying to knock some of these crystals loose. Others are just kind of hanging out. They like the dark. Well,
Do these
dark. The
crystals
crystals
seem-
are pretty bright.
Do these crystals seem valuable?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Weird. Yeah, not very good.
So you know what they are, because like if you saw light bulbs growing out of a wall, you'd be able to identify a light bulb. So these are the same crystals that are used pretty much widely across Bastion as like light sources. They're very unrefined. Typically what happens is the Janarthi will take a batch of these crystals, polish them up really good, shape them pretty, and then repackage them as essentially light bulbs for you to install in your house.
Terry's gonna go kill a fly. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Suki, am I reading that correctly in that you are proficient in Arcana and still only have a +1?
Yeah. I have an 8 intelligence.
Okay. Okay.
I have Arcana proficiency not because I'm smart, but because I'm from the Feywild.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. DM, while we're waiting here, I'd like to make a nature check to see if what kind of fungi is here. If any
for
of
it.
would be good for a potion or a poison.
Not all the mushrooms. These are mostly just like they're not. The mushrooms aren't good for eating. Like I wouldn't recommend eating them. They'll make you sick. They're not like effective poisons, but like they'll make you ill if you try to eat them. They're not edible. But you rolled really fucking good. The soil that these mushrooms grow in is really good for cultivating a kind of algae that is really great for making poisons. So if you grab some of the soil, you can get some sweet poison algae going.
Ah, sweet! I'll totally scoop some up.
Anything else you guys are doing? This goblin sees you guys mill about.
Full of dirt.
Yeah. This goblin sees you guys milling about, and he walks up and he's like, well, he's still speaking in Goblin, so really only Will knows what the hell he's saying. And he goes, hey, what are you lot doing in here? Well, speak up, damn it.
Daphne's gonna elbow
Well-
William.
Do the goblins only speak Goblin as in they don't understand when we're speaking Common? Only
Hard to say.
William?
Hard to say. You've
And
only
talk to
heard them
them.
speak common. I don't know why my internet is being so shit.
Okay.
It's weird because like it's not the stream that's lagging me. It's there's something else going on in the background. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's always the
I'm
fucking
DDoSing
wiggles.
you as we speak.
No, I think it's because I have the TV going.
Daphne is going to take the initiative and just report back. Stand down. We are honored guests here. In common, and just kind of hope that he understands.
He looks at Daphne and he goes. He starts speaking in common, but like he's not good at common. So he's like, you speak common tongue.
Indeed.
Guest of who?
Guest of who?
Guest of
You're a
who?
guest.
Oh
Guest
god,
of
we
your
never
leader.
got the hobgoblin's name.
To be honest, you're a guest of ours. This is our temple.
Ha! 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 He turns and like shouts at this goblin over here. In goblin he goes, "Hey, Skark! These folks, it's their temple." And Skark runs over and he goes, "Like hell's it is, we have keepsies."
Ah, yes, the old goblin tradition of keepsies.
The goblin goes back to you and
See, in goblin culture, goblins believe that if you find it first, it's yours. Keepsies.
Yep, and this goblin turns to Daphne and says exactly that. He says, "We found it first, it's ours."
Daphne has no idea what he said. So
He says that in common. "We found that
I
first,
see.
it's ours."
Mortal, we are the gods to whom this temple is devoted. If you require proof of this, I can provide it.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Can I boost that up with a little minor illusion?
How about a bardic inspiration?
Cool. I'll take that too.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Oh, I can imagine his ear is still shoveling dirt into his pockets while Daphne is just, "We are the gods of this temple."
Yeah, see, he's taking our temple.
How do I apply the bardic?
I already did.
He applied it. Oh no, that's intelligence.
Okay.
I don't know why it didn't roll, but you roll a d6 on top of it.
That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Cool. That is a. I don't know why it's not showing you. Is it not showing you that? Oh, is it because it's 0 that it doesn't show you that I rolled a 0?
You rolled a 0?
He rolls a 0.
Goblin has no wisdom.
So the goblin goes, "Oh, well, I never met a god before."
Well, it's the first time for everything.
Right then, I guess you got keepsies.
I suppose we do. As you were.
Spurk! They're gods! They got keepsies! Ah, damn it! And he wanders and starts like picking his shit up.
And remember, the keepsies of a god is eternal.
Goddamn god keepsies.
You might want to remove bless.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been longer than a minute.
We literally hit them with the Uno reverse card.
What are you guys doing?
How do I get rid of bless?
Let me scroll through the
Exactly
30
that.
goblins in the combat tracker.
Well, whose fault is that?
You guys's.
Because we're not killing any of them. We're just talking and walking fast.
I'm fine with that.
Most of us have 10 or less hit points. If it comes down to combat, we're fucking dead. That's
I mean-
a party wipe.
I mean, now maybe.
Yeah, if we had taken them on in chunks, maybe we'd do better, but as is, it's just going to be a horde rush if we fuck up one of these rolls.
Well, to be fair, so far we've only engaged with them in like small chambers. So like if we like they think we're gods. Like if we walk into a chamber and walk out with a bunch of corpses behind us, they're just gonna assume that they offended us.
Unless they hear the fight.
Don't worry, we'll just have to rely on the famously soundproof property of caves.
Yep.
We're here fucking investigating. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Is there anything else interesting about the cave?
Well, there seems to be a huge cluster of the crystal over here.
Yeah, there's just these crystals all over the place, and let me get back to you guys. Hold on, I'm lagging. Everything's lagging today.
It might have to do with the 36 enemies in the combat tracker.
You know, it might be all the enemies in the combat tracker. Fantasy Grounds does not like having 30 people loaded at once.
Well, isn't that a shame?
As you guys wander the caves, you see that they appear to be well traveled, and there's like a clear path that's been kind of like worked into the dirt as like dozens and dozens of goblins kind of go back and forth in and out of the in and out of the dungeon, temple, whatever.
Well, Daphne's gonna head back to the outer things. Doesn't seem to be anything else interesting in here.
Well, it seems to me we should probably go check out that giant that door with the giant fuck you skull on it.
Yeah, probably.
I don't. On the one hand, we should do that. On the other hand, I kind of want to try pushing it and see if I can get a snapshot of like a selfie of us with the goblins. Like, just everyone hold still for a minute, and then just have that as proof of what we did.
Just
I mean-
watch them freak the fuck out and say
I mean,
that he stole their souls and just attack us.
If you
These-
want to, I do have snapshot.
They probably know what
Joe.
a snapshot is.
Yeah, they
I
know
took
what snapshot
screenshot
is.
of my
I'm
They
sure
live-
sure a lot
As
of
we
these
have
goblins have been to the slaughterhouse.
As we have established, these people live a few hours from a major metropolitan area.
Yeah, but they're in a long forgotten tomb. How long have they been in here?
I mean, they gotta leave to eat and shit.
Well, we opened the door. They had a whole ritual about it.
This is like a Fallout vault where they were all cannibals.
Oh my god. Ah, well.
They're
I guess
I
we
mean-
investigate the door.
They're burning campfires, so they must be getting wood from somewhere.
The
There's
roots
a
in the
wooden
cave.
stage.
They also have the roots in the cave that we saw.
What are we-
What are you investigating?
The door?
Terry.
Open
roll
the
an
door with my
investigation
stick.
check. You're poking the door with your stick. The door seems very similar to the one that you guys passed through to get into the temple. It is a large, seamless stone door, and it seems stuck fast. A graffitied skull has been kind of like painted in what you assume is probably blood on the floor, probably denoting some kind of danger.
So, this is red blood?
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't that long ago.
Could be, could not be.
Unless
Could be
it's been
strange.
preserved.
Could be strange magics involved.
Could be. I think Daphne is going to be uncharacteristically cautious and try to listen at the door.
Give me a perception check.
Can do.
Ooh.
Ooh, good roll.
On the other side of the wall, you hear running water like somebody is filling a bathtub.
There's water on the other side.
Let's bless them. Baptize the fools.
So it seems stuck fast like the door in. The only statues, kind of like what we've seen for the entrance door, were the ones in the room to the cave.
Figure there's probably got to be some tricky way of opening it, right?
Look, someone act like a giant bug.
Aberforth, what's your passive perception?
Yeah. 12.
12. How about Daphne's?
Mine is. It should be. Wait. 15.
You notice
Is
as
the
you
door
walk
not
by
locked?
this. You notice as you walk by this open door, this goblin over in the other room is handing a large severed bear's paw to the hobgoblin, and they're kind of chatting quietly to each other. And as you walk past, the hobgoblin kind of like turns and looks at you guys.
Aberforth. Hey, Abe. We
Yeah.
might
Yes,
have
what
a
is
little
it?
might have a little bit of trouble.
What trouble? How could we possibly have trouble? We're gods. Aberforth is completely buying his
I
own
forgot to
propaganda.
hit this button. My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, there were goblins in this room too.
Oh, okay. More goblins for the fantasy grounds to track.
Yep.
No, Aberforth's just going to turn to Daphne. What possible trouble could possibly befall us gods?
I think that bear near the cave entrance. I think it might have been important to them. I've been in it. Listen, you might have the experience with adventure, but I know grifts, and I know when a grift is going sour. Call it an intuition, call it an instinct, but I really think we should get the leg out on this investigation.
All right. My fellow gods, with me. And then we'll go back to the statue room.
Oh god, I think it might be the animated tokens. To be honest, I cannot move the map while you guys are all moving.
Are you saying that Fantasy Grounds is poorly coded? No.
Look, listen, one Irish guy by himself coding this cannot possibly be making mistakes.
All right, everyone. Daphne seems to think that these goblins might believe we are not actually divine beings. Preposterous, I say. But I haven't gotten this far by not listening to those with me. So does anyone else have anything to bring up? Good job, everybody. Daphne, it seems like you're being ridiculous.
Look, let's just try to figure out the stupid puzzle, okay?
Oh, right.
Daphne's gonna try to copy one of the poses from the statues.
Daphne just walking around like the Ankeg, just.
My lords, does everything meet your expectations?
Oh yeah, it's up to code.
Yes, it seems that you've all been taking our sacred temple in very good care. Uh, we simply will need to remain here a little longer to uh, disperse our.
Gather our energies for the necessary blessings for all of you.
Yes,
This is our seat of power. Why would we not grasp it for as long as we can?
Forgive me my impudence, my lords, but could you tell me what is the land of the gods like? So that I may inspire our followers with tales of your home's greatness.
Can I try an insight? This is gonna be a broad shot, but can I try an insight check to like catch the vibe of what their religious devotion would consider an ideal like paradise?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Ah, a sense motive check. Haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Oh, that's a natural one.
These goblins probably want like a killing field. They want like a very brutal, savage Valhalla thing.
See, I as a player know you're probably lying to me. Yes.
Come on, Suki. They want a savage, bloodthirsty Valhalla.
God damn it. Yes. The realm of the gods is our divine realm is granted only to the fiercest and bravest warriors. There you will, their souls will train for millennia, killing each other repeatedly over and over in brutal, savage combat.
A paradise.
And we definitely fit the
Paradise, it truly sounds like. However, and he throws the bear's paw on the ground in front of him, and he goes, however, that door does not lead to whatever savage killing fields you promise, but rather a bear's cave, and outside. You're not really gods. You're treasure hunters.
Not really god.
Aberforth chimes in. I prefer the term explorer. Just he's immediately bogged down in the minutia and forgets the con.
Aberforth, can you believe the insolence of? Oh yeah, we're okay. He's got us. Daphne's gonna try to go for the door.
Okay, give me initiatives really quick, and I'm gonna get all these freaking goblins out of here before, like, the world ends.
Aww.
Quick, everyone roll initiative so it lags some more.
Oh yes, I'm sure the three.
Oh, look at that solidarity.
I'm sure the 3D physics enabled dice isn't gonna hurt this performance issues at all.
Nah, we're good.
Now, wait. All right, now Aberforth either needs a 6 or an 11. Let's see it.
I rolled before all of you.
Ah.
I rolled 7, but I got a 12.
We found the limit. The limit is 5 animated tokens and 50 not animated tokens.
Yep. All right.
Puts them all back on.
No, just the 2 relevant encounters. I need that one for the hobgoblin.
Oh,
and then...
sweet fuck! Every single one of them goes before we do.
Have I rolled them?
To be fair,
I have rolled them.
The only one who does it is the hobgoblin.
Good thing the hobgoblin needs to go to call everyone to come attack us.
Oh, talking's a free action.
On his turn.
Not if we get to him first.
So the hobgoblin shouts, "You are no gods!" And, well, the goblins are technically surprised, because they weren't fucking expecting this. Aberforth, it's your turn. You can reasonably assume that, like, none of the goblins really heard his yell, except maybe the ones in the cave. Everything else has, like, closed doors and, like, silver rooms between you and it. You're pretty secluded back here.
Let's see. And I have 30
We
feet
gotta hit this button.
movement speed. I mean, what button?
Hold on, give me a quick
Did
second.
I miss a button?
No, I'm in buttons. Hold on.
Yep.
Once more, the internet is being fuckety. I'm turning off the TV. The kid is gonna have to be
Professional
occupied somehow. It's just the Paramount Plus app is very poorly designed. It crashes constantly and eats like half my bandwidth.
In the meantime, enjoy this.
Yeah.
It was also made by the gentleman who made Fantasy Ground. He's splitting his time between the two apps.
Oh, fuck yeah, still resolve.
Still resolve.
Oh,
I made
fuck.
resolve cheaper, so now there are more steals to your resolve.
I just got like my like the 50 that it gives you. I'm 4 points short.
Get wrecked.
Oh, damn, dude. Zach, are you saying we get more steals per resolve?
Yeah. Unfortunately, none of you have seal resolve anymore, so that's not really going to mean anything.
No, that's it. We're going to take over the tribe lands.
All right, Aberforth, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I guess Aberforth is going onward to adventures. 3, 4, 5. So I am within range of him. And I guess I will attempt to stab the hobgoblin.
Do it! Stab the goblin!
Since he so rudely shouted to everyone that we aren't gods.
Aberforth immediately choosing violence.
I mean,
yeah. How else do you deal with a blasphemer? we come in here all divine and shit, and this motherfucker's like, "You're not gods." Well, time to prove him wrong.
You need to get rid of bless.
Why did it roll a d4?
I said you need to get rid of bless, and no one listened.
When was I blessed? Oh, shit.
In the last combat.
Okay.
you still have bless.
So,
Well,
so just
Mr.
subtract
Noah?
4.
Yeah, I can't take it off me, otherwise I would.
Yeah, I can't take it off them either. It's gotta be you, Zach.
That's weird.
well, I assume I miss.
Yeah, no, you
That
definitely miss
is
with a
my
3.
everything.
All right, after Aberforth is Mr. William Inkhand.
Well, it appears the jig is up, so have a firebolt, sir.
Billy, inside. Billy.
23.
Hits.
It's like 2 damage.
Ow, my hit points. Geyer, what are you doing?
Year.
Deer.
Hold on. I'm moving over here because I think those goblins in the cave might have heard something,
Smart man.
and I'd rather not get ambushed with my like 6 hit points.
One more than I've got.
Real quick, these 4 warriors are for different tribes, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna try and match the monsters to the tribe. What kind of significance?
Give me a history
starting
check.
with the panther.
So since you're from the tribe lands, I'll give you advantage. Go ahead and roll it again. like your storytelling from the Tribelands, you can have advantage. Why not? So you know that Shadowpelt is like the patron spirit of the Tribelands. She is where like the shamans of the Tribelands get their magic power from. It's probably where you get some of your power from. And the final right of a war chief of the Slomat tribe is to spend a night in her, of any tribe really, is to spend a night in her territory, and whoever survives that night in her territory or whatever gets to become like the war leader for all of the united tribes of the Tribelands. That's pretty much how they elect their president, is whoever doesn't get murdered by this deadly spirit panther.
We should try that.
And currently that person is
Thanks, Joe.
No problem.
thank you for that. Currently that person is Zorl, the war chief of the Slomat tribes, of Slomat, the tribe.
Is that the one facing the panther?
No, he's facing the Ankeg.
I'm going to use my action to try to push this to see if it pivots.
Give me a strength check. Athletics.
Oh boy, here I go rolling again. A 6.
While you do feel that it does have some give to it, you have nowhere near the strength to like heave this massive statue on its rollers.
Awesome.
Terry, it's your turn.
You will learn to fear the gods. I'm going to point my stick at him as dramatically as I can to put the fear of God into him.
Okay.
I believe you're trying to put the fear of gods into him.
The gods.
He's just casting Cause Fear. Ooh, Eldritch Blast misses.
That's it. Gods we are not.
Daphne.
Says you. Daphne is going to take a mighty swig from her holy wine skin, and with a sudden extra lilt in her voice and waver in her step, she's going to give a hard look at the hobgoblin, try to get him like a look straight in the eye, and just say, "Grovel."
Oh no.
And she is casting command.
Okay.
She looks him dead in the eye and goes, "Bitch."
Yeah, pretty much.
She takes one of those uncomfortably long swigs where it's like we have to wonder about her liver health.
Daphne over here. Liver failure. I'll drink to that.
So did he pass?
He did not. He falls to the ground. He's like down on his hands, and he's just like looking up at you, and he's like scowling. He's very upset.
Told you. And that is my turn.
Command. It just knocked me prone, right? Can I stand up on my turn?
No. Okay, so what it does is I applied it too soon. On his turn, he has to spend his action doing the command and nothing else.
Oh, okay.
So he spends his action dropping prone, and then his turn ends.
Well, that's what he does then. Goblins. These goblins don't know what the fuck's happening. So I'm actually going to just remove them from the tracker. Ah, this guy. He is going to dash, and then he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, what the hell's going on in here? This guy dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Five, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pilgrims. That, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aberforth. You have advantage. You
I do.
sneaky rogue bastard.
I do. Is this? There we go. He's gonna look at the goblin who came in and said, "We require another sacrifice to grant you all our blessings." Then he's gonna attempt to stab the goblin on the ground in front of him. The hobgoblin. There we go.
Ooh, that hits.
Ta-da!
Oh, you have sneak attack?
I thought I had it on me. Did it not apply?
No.
Okay. Well, then here's just the d6 of damage.
Ow.
And that's what Aberforth does.
Oh, he goes down like a bitch.
Oh, the hobgoblin died.
Yeah, he died. Yeah.
They don't
Can
have
I
a lot
try
of hit
for
points.
this? Can I try for a deception check to make them believe in the sacrifice?
Go for it.
All right. Let's do this. Where's deception? There's deception.
You're lucky these are some stupid fucking goblins. Oh wow. You you almost got unlucky there.
Oof.
Oh.
This goblin runs out and he goes, a sacrifice has been made. But he's speaking like in goblin. But like he's got like his hands in the air and he's like hooting and hollering goblin noises.
I will relay to the rest of them what he's saying.
All right, everybody.
So, can I see that Year has like slightly moved one of the statues?
He's still pushing on it.
He's trying to shove the central statue, and you see like when he puts like his whole heave into it, it kind of shifts a little bit.
All 100 pounds of them.
Yep.
No.
Daphne
Oh.
is going to go, yes, and in celebration of this great victory, we shall now grant access to our most hidden chamber. And Daphne is going to elbow Terry to just kind of nod over towards the statues to give Year a hand.
I don't think any of you have a strength over 10.
Oh, I don't think so either.
No, but I imagine with 5 of us pushing on this thing.
Hey, I have a strength over 10.
Oh, you do? Aberforth's
It's
the
11.
muscle man?
He has an 11. We all dumped strength.
Wait! I thought Year was like
No, I'm a bard.
no, not Year. Terry, isn't he jacked?
I just
Yeah,
drew him,
he's
Jack.
really like that, but Terry strength's dump
He's-
strat.
He's a warlock, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
You don't understand.
just,
I'm a leprechaun.
just to
Terry has
clarify for the
bodybuilding
folks at home, we are an entire adventuring party without a single person of a strength above 11.
Nope. So
Oh yeah.
D&D, baby!
here's hoping you guys can move this thing. Go ahead and everyone give me that roll. I'm gonna really
Someone else drop
regret.
a steel resolve?
Yeah, I'm gonna really regret having it that
I-
cheap.
I have 6,000 some points still.
Holy crap.
Woo! Look at Will being a muscle man.
Will just over here like, next time you talk shit to me, I will fucking drop you, Daphne.
Sorry for the lag. I'm opening up a web. I gotta reopen. I found out what it was that was lagging me. For some reason, my web browser that I have open to run the stream was eating like 20% of my CPU. So I closed it and I just reopened it so I can tell people to stop using Steel Resolve.
Okay, so
So let's see here. Who got what for checks?
Aberforth spent most of his strength on the metal bar earlier.
Yeah, he did. He's exhausted. That and fucking wrecking that hobgoblin.
Terry's 5'3". He's got no leverage. I've got no leverage. I can't find a good grip. I can't grip it.
see,
Hold on, give me, like, 2
Daphne is a similar height, but she's thick as shit from the waist down, so she drops it real low. Gets all that power from below.
she's all animal from the hips down.
I assume William's the only one who just immediately like grabs a lever because he's not an idiot. Just, what are you doing? Multiplying my strength, you morons.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's even like gaps between the statues that provide like easy leverage points.
So the DC is a 15. William got a 16, so like he gets it going just on his own, but he gets another 5 from Daphne, and then 4 minus 6 from Terry and Year. I mean, and Aberforth is pulling rather than pushing. You guys are all like trying to like move this thing at the same time. Your communication isn't great. Aberforth's trying to push his clockwise, and William's trying to go counterclockwise. This thing doesn't go anywhere. You want to try again?
I mean, yes, but I don't think I'm gonna get a better roll than that.
Wait. Okay. I'm going to cast. Who's okay? So, if I understand it correctly, Aberforth is the only one with a non-negative modifier.
Excuse me.
So,
My modifier is 0.
okay, well, I'm gonna give it to Aberforth because you can fuck off. Daphne's gonna cast guidance on Aberforth.
I'm gonna give Aberforth the aid action rather than push by myself.
I killed the 8 action.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, he homebrewed it.
He took that shit out back and shot it.
Yeah, fuck it. Everyone rolls, damn it. If you're helping, you're rolling. If you're not helping,
I'm not helping because I'm gonna hurt more than I'm helping.
Yeah.
that's what I want. I want people to realize that I have 8 strength. There's no way in hell I'm helping move the statue.
Yeah, but I don't see how it would hurt.
You can get in people's way.
Okay. Anyway,
So-
yeah, I'm just gonna cast. I'm going to offer my wineskin to Aberforth. Just hey, Abe, try a little of this. Trust me, it'll help.
Oh, thank you. I have been
And
hard.
take some bardic inspiration.
Hooray!
As you sip it,
Do I
Daphne's
get a
been called-
guidance?
Yes. Sorry.
Bardic inspiration, guidance, all that good stuff.
Rolls a
There
1
we
on
go.
all of them.
Daphne's been calling this wine, but Abe, having finally tasted it, you could swear was brandy.
You guidanced yourself?
Oh,
Guidance is coded as self default for some reason, even though you can target other people.
All
Well, I
she did was she's just concentrating. You didn't actually apply guidance to anybody. You just put the concentration on yourself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, guidance self 1 minute. So how do I
I
put
just
it on
roll
him?
it and then I'll roll the d4 to add.
Yeah, why not? It's a skill check. You're not rolling it against anyone.
All right. So I'll just roll this and then add the d4.
And the D6, because mine didn't roll apparently.
Ah, strong start. Nice. We're nailing it.
9. You're
Did
getting
it
there.
not show the d6?
10.
Oh,
Perfect.
Awesome. No, you guys are still struggling. No, these statues are fucking heavy. So this goblin's sitting
All
here
right,
watching
everybody,
you guys.
come on, once more with steel.
The goblin's watching you guys, and he's like, "You lot sure you're gods? Seems to me gods should be able to move a statue."
You're right. We would be able to move the statue, but unfortunately this statue has been cursed. Our divine hands can't move it, but mortal hands can. Quick, gather some of your friends so we can turn the statue.
Give me that deception check.
I was hoping.
William. Really, William, you're not going to let the two-faced characters handle that deception check.
How's that 14 look?
I was really
Looks like
hoping.
he's getting some goblins.
I was really hoping to be like, you gotta believe in us more, and then we get like, the Who's, then Whoville singing Vahudore.
God damn it.
Just a fucking horrifying little sing-along from the goblins.
All right, let's get these fucking goblins in here.
This is going great. I don't know what you guys worried about.
Yeah. We
Could
got
you imagine
worshippers.
if it became a
Holy
running
shit!
thing? Can you imagine if it became a running thing in this campaign? We just, every session, we kill one enemy and then talk our way through everything else.
I'd be fine
Honestly,
with
that's what
that.
I'm hoping for. Like I said, I am 100% down to run a party that's got literally no combat options.
Ooh,
Seems
these
to be what
doldrums are pretty
we're
strong.
Can we try to can I try to just coordinate them? Just yeah, you over there, take that one, move it in this direction.
These goblins seem pretty coordinated, but you can try. You want to roll a?
You're not gonna.
I guess intelligence check.
William with the
And we'll add
deception.
it to the pool.
Daphne with the intelligence.
Actually, I should probably do the two doldrums first. Oh, they're not doing too good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Active
nope.
with the
The goblins also are trying to move this damn statue, and they're huffing and puffing and heaving and hoeing, and Daphne is no help. You just confuse the goblins, and they're like, "This thing's fucking heavy."
Averforth's just gonna turn to Daphne. Daphne, why don't you share some of your godly power with them, like you attempted with me?
Yes, of course. And Daphne's going to walk over to one of the bulky looking dudes and offer a sip from her wine skin.
Hey, they get it that time. They get it that time. I rolled really good on that one. They get the thing rotating. When do you want it to stop?
When the slow map faces the panther.
All right, so they rotate this thing a full 180, and then it rests. And as far as you can tell, nothing else really happens.
Dishwasher is fucking disgusting.
That's fine. So what are you guys doing?
William,
We should go check the skull door now.
Excellent work.
The goblins are all
will now-
sweaty and kind of splooted out on the floor, all exhausted from moving that huge ass statue.
Excellent work, our devotees. There yet are more steps, however. Come with us, please.
They go with you. Root beer.
We realize that the DM can get rid of the goblins if we're not interacting with them. We must slow everything down more.
I fixed what was slowing me down. It wasn't the goblins.
Oh. Where the hell did... Oh, I got moved with the goblins?
I guess.
I'm just gonna. I'm just letting to double check my work here to see if this does line up.
As
Honorary
you
goblin.
enter the chamber, you do notice that there's like a dust cloud kind of settling around the door, and the goblins that are in the room have like all stood up, and they're like kind of perked up and excited about something.
All right.
Yes. Incredible work. You are all. I can tell that you are all destined to join us in revelry and glorious battle in the next life. Now, please, come, our loyal followers, and open up this door while we stand at the opposite end of the room.
This goblin, right here, just like a fucking clown, he perks up and he goes, "My mistress, that door is for divine hands only."
Yes,
And,
which is
he's
why
kind of
it is
like dancing around like an idiot.
Yes, which is why it is such an incredible honor that you've all been given to be allowed to touch it.
Aberforth is just going to go up and open it so he can prove his divinity.
Yeah, none of the goblins seem brave enough to like touch a door that's supposed to be for the gods.
God, you fucking cowards.
So they're goblins. So that door also just slides up effortlessly, like it's perfectly counterbalanced. And inside,
This looks like a boss fight.
Looks like a bath.
inside is a large pool of water. At the bottom of it is like this this grate. It doesn't look as modern as the one in the picture, but it's like just a bunch of like steel bars set into the stone. There are three like demonic, sinister stone edifices, each one like spewing water from its mouth into this ever-filling pool. The still somewhat soggy corpse of an adventurer can be seen inside the pool of water. He does look like he's been like in there for like several years, but like something has preserved his meatiness. Like there's nothing in here that's been eating him, so he's just kind of still fleshy and bloated and stuff. On the far wall is a large mural that has had several of the tiles pulled out of it. It would be incredibly difficult to get the full picture of it, but it seems to be some kind of intricate design, and it's like somewhat circular. There's several dozen tiles loose on the floor, and several more like that are still on the wall that look like they could be easily pried off.
Is that the end of the description?
Yeah.
Before we pry that off,
I've got something too, but you can go ahead.
well, mine will take a little while because I want to do the snapshot ritual, preferably not directly in line of sight of the goblins, but I will if that's the only way to get a good shot of the mural.
Abernath must have a picture of this mind.
We can get in and then close the door.
Can we minor illusion the door shut? That way they don't pay attention to us.
So we can just close it.
I don't know if you want to close it.
Well, minor illusion's gonna take concentration.
And
Well, there's
also
six of
will
us.
it sound through?
Oh no, it doesn't take concentration.
Nope, you just can't have more than one. Unless you're an illusionist or something.
So Daphne is going to examine the corpse. I'd like to medically examine it to try to determine cause of death.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Okay.
Do you reach in there and like fish it out, or you're just like looking at it from afar?
Nope, I'm just looking at it. I'm not
All right.
touching that thing.
From what you can tell, this guy, his arm is like, it's severed, probably because, you know, he's corpse-tacular, but it's not severed at the joint. There's like a broken bone sticking out of it. And so like he probably had his arm broken before he died. And the rest of him looks like he's been like a couple of his ribs are broken. This guy got thrashed pretty freaking hard. He did not drown.
Okay. Guys, I think we need to be careful. Something killed this guy, and it wasn't the water.
I am going to poke at the water a bit, not touching it, but trying to test it to see if it is dangerous anyway. Like taking out my alchemist kit and like putting stuff in it, see if it changes color.
Like you're dumping stuff into the water?
No, like a drop, not dumping.
Yeah, like you're adding stuff to the water.
Yeah, I want to see if it's like a high pH, if it's acidic, if it has something in it.
Give me an alchemy check.
8. Blue dye
Um,
turns it blue.
Yeah, you put some water. I mean, 8's not terrible. You put some chemicals in the water, and
And it's making the frogs gay.
and now all the frogs are gay. Yes. No, you dump some chemicals in the water, and it. Give me a perception check. On top of that. Nice. You notice that even though they're like by all means that this water is like churning because there's like 3 waterfalls going into this thing at once. The chemicals that you put in there, like some of them are colored or whatever, they're not being mixed or frothed as much as they should be. Like they're moving a lot slower through the water than the waterfalls would do to them.
So looking at the mural, you said there's some tiles missing, right? And there's some on the floor.
Yeah, each of these tiles is like maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches on a side. So like it's a lot of small tiles.
Just look at getting a rough look at it. Would the tiles the tiles on the floor match the number of tiles missing from the mural?
No, it looks like several of them have been absconded with.
Okay.
Ah, the kid killed this adventurer. No, Mr. DM, I have a question. Would you mind terribly, because the description for snapshot says you're looking, like, holding the picture up, or the paper up for where you want the picture?
Yep.
Would you mind terribly if Aberforth could only take it as if it was like an old person selfie? So, like, he's definitely blocking a big portion of the shot with his own head and ear.
Sure, why not? Well,
thank you.
I mean, part of that description is because, like, I don't want it to be used to, like, look around corners, but, like, it's a stupid, goofy use for it. Go for it.
All right, cool. And that is the only way Aberforth is ever going to use this ritual.
Nice.
I'm going to use redemptions for you to draw some of these pictures.
draw these stupid Aberforth selfies?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I guess Aberforth, like, once he has that done, he's going to try looking like, are these just generic demon statues spewing water, or are they carved to look like anything in particular?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, this should be great.
They are definitely demonic. What kind of demon Aberforth does not know. He does not know his demons that well.
Damn. I knew I should have studied that more.
Can Will take a shot at it?
Daphne's
Go
gonna,
for it,
gonna
Will.
look at the statues and go, "Yep, my extensive clerical training is telling me that those are definitely demons."
Yep. Yeah, no, these are like modeled after the heads of Balors. Like these are like the big badass demons that these heads are modeled after. There possibly is some significance to the fact that they're spewing water, since Balors are typically associated with fire. But you'd need to make a religion check to kind of figure that out.
Oh, cool.
And you have no idea what the religious
Got
significance
nothing.
of that would be.
Hey,
This might be using them as like a water gargoyle might be some kind of attempt to what's the word I'm looking for?
mock.
Kind of mock, deride, diminish. It's one of those words. They're kind of insulting and making a mockery of the Balors by using them to spew
Oh.
water.
You mean like profane?
Yeah, kind of like profane. It felt weird using profane in like an unholy sense. Like I'm profaning the devil sounds weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in a religious sense, it makes sense, but
Yeah, technically it's right. It feels
Well,
really
I
weird
think
though.
I think everything looks all clear. I'm gonna take a dagger and a hammer, and I'm gonna start getting some tiles.
All right, Terry, you take a hammer to that tile. As soon as it
A
pops
hammer
up,
to the dagger. I'm gonna kind of chip some tiles.
yeah,
free.
you're chiseling tiles off the wall. As soon as the first one comes loose, you hear a loud thud behind you, and like the ground kind of shakes a little bit from the impact of the door falling hard closed.
shit.
Let's remove the
Oh, not
goblins.
again.
Oh, God, I'm not drunk enough for this.
Goodbye, goblins.
Well, I'm sure based off of this room, you will have plenty to drink soon.
It's only a water elemental.
No.
So the water itself, turns out, did kill that guy, because it rises up out of the pool, and like a whole bunch of these tendrils made of water start flipping about, and it's rearing up, getting ready to whack the crap out of you guys. Go ahead and give me initiatives.
Oh. Okay.
Why did you?
Yeah.
Everyone roll. All right, Aberforth, you get to go first. Water weird. Comes up out of the
Right.
water. Starts getting rid of tentacle slap bitches.
Am I like actually in range of it, or
I mean, it is where it is. So like it's in the middle of the pool right now.
all right? Well, I guess what I'm trying to ask is, am I currently threatened by it?
Oh, like can it slap you from there?
Yeah.
Yep, it can slap you from there. It's got big ass tentacles, and it can. I mean, it can also like move around and stuff. So like, oh, that's you. It can move around and stuff.
Yep.
So like, it can come get you if it wants.
Okay, so it can get me, and I am threatened, and
You're not.
so I probably
you're not
don't want to try
threatened.
Oh.
Wait.
Like that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, like can
Am
you
I
leave without getting an
currently
opportunity attack?
slapping?
Yeah, it will opportunity attack if you take a step out of his range. It has a 10-foot range.
Okay. And that means that I have disadvantage for ranged attacks at it right now, right?
No, you're
Uh,
not in melee. You're in its reach,
only-
but you're not in melee. You have to be like next to it for it to be melee. You can range attack it from here
Oh.
without disadvantage.
You only have
Okay.
disadvantage if you're within 5 feet. It doesn't matter how big their range is.
Okay. Cool. Well, then I will shoot at it. Pew
Yes.
pew.
Huzzah!
Come on. Do the roll. I'm staying strong with the rolls today.
Oofta. You killed the hobgoblin.
Well, that is. Oh, actually, wait. I think I do have something for this. Don't
Oh?
I? Yes. Don't I have Rabbit Hop?
Ooh.
I can jump a number of feet equal to 5 times my proficiency bonus without provoking.
Hey, so you got 10 feet of that.
Yeah. So I guess we are just gonna, like, oh, come on, click on him. Click on him, you dumb. There we go. Hop a little further back. And that is Aberforth's turn.
Alright, after Aberforth is the Water Weird,
Oh,
who
please no.
sloshes forward a little bit, rears
God.
up, and takes a shot at Terry, because he was the one messing with the wall there. And he misses Terry. Daphne, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm still within 10 feet. So if I... this is not how I'm moving right now. If I moved there, it would not be able to get within reach of me, right? Or it could.
I mean, it can reach everything in this room if it moves in the if it
Okay.
moves. I mean, who's to say it's even like stuck in the pool? It hasn't left the pool yet, but who's to say it's stuck in the pool?
Okay, so there's no point in trying to disengage. Yeah, Daphne is going to... Yeah, Daphne is going to take another swig of her wineskin, and she's going to cock her head towards the ceiling of the cave and go, "Hey, I'm in some trouble. Can you help?" And the sound of a
No.
dolorous bell fills the air.
Are you gonna toll the dead?
Uh-huh.
Nice. He fails! And he takes the little baby damage because he hasn't been hurt yet.
Yeah. Oh, but he takes Mac.
Oh, that hurt him. That was painful.
Eat that 1d8 necrotic, my dude.
Yeah. Terry, what you up to?
I'm gonna point my dagger at him. You fiend!
You fiend!
We are going to cast Fairy Fire on him.
Uh-oh.
Aberforth will remember this.
He critically succeeds.
Oh no. Okay.
That's it for Terry. It's Mr. Inkhand. What you doing, Inkhands?
Mr. Inkhand just gonna be like, oh, sorry, let me get out of your way here. I'm just gonna
Oh, my bad.
gonna
Sorry.
scooch over here.
You coward.
I'm a wizard.
Yeah,
You know what my AC is? Fucking 11.
and whose fault was that?
And then we're
Haven't you ever heard of mage armor?
He's out of spell
Yes.
slots already.
Yeah. I used one for magic missile and one for comprehend languages.
Which admittedly came in clutch.
Yes, it did.
Alright, what are you doing? What are we casting? What are we hitting with?
Firebolt.
Firebolt, yeah, that'll work.
15 hit.
Yeah, 15 hits.
6 fire damage.
So it took 3 fire damage. It is
Yeah, I
made out of
figured.
water.
I figured my only other offensive option is create bonfire.
Oh, nice.
Really
So-
should have. You didn't think about diversifying your attack cantrips.
Fuck that. Yeah, no, you hit him with a firebolt, and it just kind of like it recoils from it a little bit, but it mostly just leaves like a steamy spot on its shoulder, if you can call what,
Damn it,
what you hit
Daphne!
a
I'm a
shoulder.
historian, not an invoker.
Year, it's your turn.
Year's gonna start fiddling with his finger bones as he targets the water weird.
That's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Ooh, it failed. This thing's failing all its saves.
Awesome. He makes strong eye contact with Year, and like everything else kind of fades away.
It has to form eyes first, but yes.
Yeah. And it starts hearing like a hum that's starting to rattle through it. And he failed, so now he has to use his reaction to move as far away from me as he can.
Oh, it's you.
As he's just overcome with this fear that if he stays right there, he's gonna dry up.
Uh-oh. Yeah, no, it moves to the other side of the pool, and it definitely cannot move any farther than that. Aberforth, what are you doing?
So, is that adjacent to Daphne or no?
It is adjacent to Daphne, yes.
So you do get sneak attack.
Fantastic. Well, then, Aberforth will bravely fire his bow from as far as physically possible from the threat. Perfection.
Nice.
Really shaking that rust off, huh, old man?
I'll have you know I'm an old god.
Suddenly, he starts sprouting tentacles from his face.
If that's all
what the monk
Aberforth can do, the water weird's turn.
Oh, please no.
Year has PTSD as he thinks the mind flayers are back.
Would I move? No, you kind of all suck. And Daphne did Toll the Dead on me. I could get to Year.
He can't prove that was me.
Oh, you're right. There was only that point where you said, "Hey, I could use some help here," and then there's a loud bell tolling, and suddenly he hurt like fuck.
You know what?
William,
I
correlation
can't
is
risk
not
the opportunity
causation.
attack.
We've been over
I'm
this.
going to attack Daphne. Ooh, does 20 hit?
Yeah, 20 hits.
Holy hell, this sucks. So, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's more hit points than I've got.
Yeah, he grabs Daphne and just kind of like picks her up and then just slams her on the ground with one of his big watery tentacles. And
How much damage?
10.
Okay.
And
So I'm not dead, just dying.
no, just smashed on the ground and dying. And it's still kind of like got her in the tentacle.
And I'm willing to bet I'm the only one with healing word.
Terry, it's your turn.
You fiend! You will be avenged.
Avenged? I'm not even dead yet.
The Holy Avenger.
Shh, you're unconscious. You can't talk.
Damn it! You fucker!
That's 3 whiffs.
You absolute
I'm keeping track.
After Terry is William Inkand.
He's
Oh
not
my
putting
God,
that much
we're
into
gonna
avenging
party
Daphne.
wipe on our first adventure.
23.
No, you're good. All right, let's see you do some damage. Oh, he goes down. The water weird kind of it's like a bubble pops, and he just kind of bursts into like a gentle rainfall and sloshes back into the water, taking Daphne's unconscious body with it. She kind of splooshes into the water herself. Here, what are you doing?
Casting healing word on Daphne.
Oh, wake up, bitch. Yeah.
Actually,
Daphne,
with combat over, it's going to be cure wounds.
well, you'd have to get her out of the water to cure wounds. She's sinking.
Oh well then healing word.
Yeah.
Please,
Uh,
how
yeah.
about you fish my unconscious body out of the pool of water before I drown?
Well, you can get yourself out of the water. He healing worded you.
Let's see it.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Like all the way healing worded you almost.
Oh, goddess.
You wake up with like 0 air in your lungs, about 6 feet underwater. Um, panic swim to the surface.
Daphne breaks the surface and is just grasping the edge of the pool for dear life. Just like, whoa, that was horrible.
Will's gonna like lean over to like the side of the thing there and go, "Hey, Daphne, you maybe should have dodged that one."
Aberforth is going to help her up and pat her on the back for being an incredible tank.
At least she's finally drinking water, William.
I hate you people so goddamn much. Goddess damn, sorry.
Oh wow, taking your goddess's name in vain. I'm sure that's gonna work out well for you.
Well, I'm gonna go back to chipping because that's working out good for me.
Hey William, you normally sleep well?
Normally.
Anyway,
Terry just I want to. Did any of my arrows break, or can I grab those?
I believe you get half of them back.
Okay, so
Yep,
I get one. Hooray! There we go.
All right, yeah. No, Terry's chipping away at the wall. Is anyone else doing stuff?
Oh, I mean, god damn it.
Now I'll take a water sample and put that away. I need something to do the algae in.
Yeah, it is particularly wet, this water.
What?
I guess Aberforth will begin helping Terry.
Daphne is just going to moodily slump against the opposite wall and start drinking heavily.
Yeah, you're bruised. Every part of you is just sore.
Oh, so like a normal Tuesday?
That's the one part of her that isn't sore.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna help Terry get some of these tiles.
How much of the tiles are you getting?
I'm gonna grab a couple of them off the floor.
Yeah, you can scoop them up off the floor. Altogether, I'm going to say there's probably 150 pounds worth of tiles.
Oh, of course.
And we're all weakling.
Where's my? I can carry a good portion of that.
I can carry 150 pounds.
Well, I currently have like.
I can do 51 more at max.
I could take about 50 pounds.
I could take a little over 80.
I could take 43.
Between all of us, we can get them out of here.
I could take 114.
There's
Now
5 of us. If we all have at least 30 pounds of space, we can just take 30 pounds each.
Yeah, I can take 30
Now
pounds.
this is going to sound probably bad, but when you've been in this business long enough, you know you never want to leave resources behind. So who's down for their first time looting a failed fellow adventurer?
Oh,
And he's just
me,
trying to look
me.
around excited for him.
I've read about this.
And I guess we're gonna fish the corpse out of the water.
All right, yeah, you fish the corpse. All right, yeah. He's got 1 potion of healing.
Did him a lot of good.
Well, he didn't get a chance to drink it. He's got a potion of healing and about 5 gold.
Sweet. So
Daphne's gonna immediately swipe the potion of healing.
that's fair. You are the one getting injured a lot.
Only because the rest of you are apparently cowards.
Maybe if you stopped drinking so much, you would have been able to dodge that swipe.
And since
For your
Daphne
information,
took the potion of healing,
Any courage
William,
Daphne
you can
has
have
comes
the
out of that
gold.
wineskin.
for your for your for your fucking information, this wait, what was it again?
How much of that slur is the alcohol, and how much of it is the concussion?
That's
Yes.
little column B.
Actually, no, Aberforth's just gonna be like, if Daphne is taking the potion, you can have the gold. You're one of my best employees.
I will make sure everyone gets an equal amount.
Good man.
You guys each get 1 gold.
That's a lot for level 1.
It is a lot for level 1. The door
It's
opens.
more gold than a farmer will see in a week.
The door opens, and a goblin who's just like covered in bones and stuff. Like it's got like, if you could make plate mail out of bone, this goblin would be wearing it. It's got skulls and just like arm bones strapped all over him, and there's like a small army of goblins behind him. And you get off the goblin. The goblin walks in.
He was there.
I apologize, I didn't click the show the monster button. He shows up and he goes, "I've come to see these gods."
Daphne is going to take a step forward and take another swig, and also pull out a little makeup brush and just dab her cheeks a little bit. And she's going to cast friend on this guy.
Okay.
So there's no save. I get advantage on charisma checks for a minute.
Okie doke.
And she's just going to, yeah, you're trying to see these gods? Who exactly do you think you are, that you think you're worthy of even approaching us?
So what are you trying to do?
I guess I'm going for intimidation.
All right, go ahead.
She's like drunkenly belligerent at this point, like
Yeah.
getting up in his space.
The goblin turns around and like closes the door. And then he turns back to Daphne. He goes, "I'm Kills. I'm the boss around these parts. Chief of this goblin tribe. I know you're no gods, but I will say I am impressed. The balls it has to just stride in here and take command of the place. And then you opened the door."
I assure you that no balls were necessary.
He goes, and then you managed to open the door as well.
What?
Tell you what,
Yeah.
give me a cut of the treasure, and I won't tell these lads to tear you to shreds on the way out.
Cut of the treasure, huh?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. What do you think the treasure in here is worth?
I'm no appraiser. I'm sure it'll fetch a decent amount of coin once we drag whatever treasures this pissant little temple had back to the slow mat.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but unfortunately these tiles aren't going to be worth very much.
Give me a deception check.
This whole thing was a total disappointment. Oh, that's a nat
Ooh.
20.
He looked like, do you open a bag and show him the tiles?
Yeah.
He looks at the tiles, and he goes,
We might get a couple silver for him from an art collector, but other than
Tiles,
that,
clay.
worthless.
I could dig clay out of the dirt. Ah, and like he spits into the pool and he's all pissed off and stuff. He goes, "Take your damn tiles. The temple's
Sure.
enough treasure, I suppose."
Oh, sure, sure.
He turns and leaves, and he goes. He shouts a couple orders in Goblin at the dudes outside.
What does he say?
He's telling him mostly to like fuck off. There's nothing to do here. He does turn back to you guys one last time, and he goes, "Leave the way you came. I don't want you mucking about in my camp."
Oh, sure, sure. And as the friend's cantrip wears off, rather than immediately realizing that he was charmed and turning against us, he has no memory of me ever casting a spell, and he remembers it in the most favorable of terms.
I like that feature.
Beguiling touch.
Nope. He just thinks that you are rather charming.
I was wondering how we were going to get out of when he realized you immediately cast a spell on.
Nope, it's a level 1 feature of the Desire Domain. Whenever you cast a spell, whenever you charm a spell, they do not automatically realize that you cast a spell, and they do not automatically become hostile.
Then I guess we skedoodle now?
Yeah, skedoodle you doodle. You get the hell out of there. Packs heavy with clay tiles. And you swiftly make it back to town.
Hell yeah.
Huh. So that's what it's like to be an adventurer. Interesting.
This shit's easy.
Man, I really should have been playing fucking Ted the Turnip Farmer.
Who has a business card? Who has the business card? Not a business card.
That would be me.
You feel it like getting warm in your pocket.
I take it out of my pocket.
As you expose it to the sunlight, it seems to like shimmer as like your eyes move across it, and in like letters that seem to be like etched into it by flame is like this intricate arcane circle.
Okay.
You can go ahead and give me an Arcana check if you really want. You know that this symbol, this business card essentially will give you like one use of sending to just that guy.
Ah, cool. Well then, I guess I will use it, and I will just send it the message. We have your order. Meet us at the shop.
You get the message back. Excellent. You get to the shop, and the cloaked figure is standing outside waiting for you. He seems a little impatient.
Ah, good evening, sir. We have your order right here.
Whoa, William, you didn't mention.
Daphne, not now.
Do you often like one of the bags or whatever?
I will show him the tiles that are in my bag.
He pretty much snatches the bag out of your hands. Like he just like snatches it.
Yeah.
And he flips the top open and he starts like rummaging around through the tiles, and he pulls out a couple of them and he's like looking at them really close. And he gets like this really wide, almost like sinister grin. And he goes, "Excellent, excellent. These will do nicely."
We have plenty more where that came from, sir.
Fantastic. I shall pay you their weight in silver.
Why don't we head right inside? I'm sure Year here has got some scales for us.
Every purchase over 100 silver comes with a free wand of awkward silence. And there is promptly an awkward silence.
See, it works.
All right, how much is a pound of silver worth? Because you got 130 pounds of silver, essentially.
So its coins are 50 to a pound, so it's 150 times 150 times 50, and then divided by 10. That's how much GP.
This guy just paid you guys a fuck ton.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, so
So
750.
I gave you guys 130 pounds times 50. Well, 6,000.
130? I thought it was.
No, I said it was 130 pounds.
Okay, so yeah, 650, so 65 gold.
What?
Aberforth is obviously
Wait,
bustling
no,
around. trying
that's
to
not
gift
right.
wrap this.
No, it's 650 gold.
Yeah, right, because I times 50, not times 5. So 600. Holy shit!
Yeah, he gives you guys
That's
650 gold for the tiles. He really wants these tiles.
That's a good ass pull for a first level adventure.
I'm sure this will have no negative repercussions in the future.
No, don't question it. You just got some bizarre arcane tiles for a Raksasha.
Oh.
That's not going to have any kind of repercussions.
Oh, William's definitely not questioning it. This will probably pay for like the last bit of his tuition if he needs it.
Oh, easily. But yeah, he gives you guys 650 gold, and he happily leaves with his tiles. He says, he says, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, sweetie. Feel free to pop in the shop anytime.
That is
So-
130 gold each.
You shan't hear from me again, I'm afraid.
Oh.
And it almost looks like he turns to smoke as he like disappears out the front door with like his 4 bags full of tiles
And a complimentary wand.
and a wand of awkward silence. Like as he leaves, there's an awkward silence. As you guys just all kind of stand, as you guys all just kind of stand there, like, huh.
And then to break the silence breaks as Daphne goes, "Is it weird that the backwards thumbs kind of works for me?"
Of course it would, you drunken tart.
Aberforth is just going to the back room, and he's just like, "Well, after that boy, I'm worried about what works for you." And he goes out back, and then comes back out with a picture frame where he's framed the terrible snapshot, and he's trying to find somewhere on the wall of knickknacks to hang it.
Year, come on, we've got some paperwork we have to do.
Yep.
Oh yes, William. I want a 3-page report on what you learned on this adventure.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bristlecone.
Daphne, I think at this point has finally processed just like how much of a haul they got, and she's just like holding her share of the gold, just like, ah, I can go cop shelf.
I don't know. Yes, Aberforth just grabs the gold from Daphne and then hands her month's pay she asked for earlier, which is coincidentally that exact amount of gold. There you are. Paid up so you can go drink.
Thank you, Mr. Bristlecone.
Zero advance.
Is that it for us? Are we like?
Yeah, I don't got anything after that.
Is more plot happening, or are we gonna shop?
You guys can do whatever the hell you want. If you want to do some downtime stuff, and then we can just get right into it next week.
Yep.
All right.
So
Oh, also level 2.
Right.
I was about to say level 2?
Level 2.
I hope level 2. I almost died.
Feel free to level up. You guys get level
Yeah.
2 here.
Okay.
Right. Right. Just do this, and we just drag and drop.
Yep.
Yep.
Ah. Yes. Aberforth Timothy Bristlecone now has the ability to hide as a bonus action, but he's never going to use it because stealth is not an adventurer's way.
You can always dash and disengage. And
Yes. I'm just going to be a rogue without hiding.
it's how I play my rogue on Baldur's Gate, not gonna lie.
Oh, awesome. I get my specialization.
Ooh, what are you specializing in?
I'm taking Mystic Surge.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, so I get cleric spells now.
I get my channel divinity. Okay.
Ooh, shopping. Oh, I can finally get that spiked chain.
Ooh.
How do I did something. I messed up.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, everything's on fire. He reloaded
messed
all
up.
the goblins.
I messed up my hit die.
They're
What'd you do?
animated now.
I accidentally added a D8.
Uh-oh.
I gotta make a new character. Fuck.
No, you have 2d8. That's right.
Yeah, but if you look at the hit die on my sheet, what? It says I got 4 down here.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Actually,
It's cool. I'll fix it later.
So Zach,
Yeah.
reading through this, was it? These spells are wizard spells for you and don't count against your cantrips known. Does that mean they use my intelligence instead of my wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go back to 4.
I might blow
I think that's just an error.
all of my money. So that's... Would I have to do anything special beyond spending the large amount of money to get a masterwork spiked chain?
It's 5 times its base cost, so... and also, to get a Masterwork stuff, you probably would have to go to Dwarf Home and find someone to make it for you. Masterwork stuff is usually commissioned. Nobody just has, like, a pile of Masterwork shit in their backyard that they're selling.
Alright. Well, I may go and do that as my downtime action, because that will just be 100 gold.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. I don't really have any equipment upgrades.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I should really, if I'm being smart about this, I should save up for half plate.
I guess I'm going to... Yeah. Aberforth Timothy Bristlecone is going looking for a smith to commission. And we will... Nope, that's definitely not what I want. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope, that's not what I want.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what Daphne's gonna do with her downtime action.
Oh, yeah?
What would a priestess of Parswilla do with her free time after such a successful adventure except throw a party?
Of course. A party must be thrown.
Yeah, she is going to start planning just like a raucous shindig at the shop after hours and just invite everyone in the Tribelands that she knows who's cool. So obviously not William.
Just the cool people.
I was about to say Will's invitation got lost in the mail, and by that she means she summoned a raven and burned it in front of them.
And she is going to she's going to make a very big deal of like getting up getting up at the height of things and dedicating the revelry to Parsfuela to try and get some evangelizing in.
Party!
Yeah. The shop is trashed, by the way.
Oh no.
Year's got a lot of work cut out for him.
Poor Year. What does Year do with his downtime?
Years cultivating algae.
Nice. Go ahead and give me a nature check to cultivate some algae. Woo! Let me get my book.
Essentially working, but trying to make reagents for poisons or potions.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
It's a long one. Must be about our heroes today, you guys.
Do a face wipe?
Let's see here. 23. Ooh, wow, you got a lot of stuff. You got 25 gold worth of poison reagents. You made a
Nice.
lot of algae.
It's the weird water. It makes it very potent.
Something special about that water. Yep, you use your dirt, you use your water, you turn it into 25 gold worth of algae to make poison out of. Was that everybody? Aberforth's making a chain, Daphne's partying, Terry's doing whatever. What's Will doing?
What is the most common language in the Tribelands?
Goblin.
Goblin. Will is gonna spend some time finding someone to teach him Goblin.
Awesome. I don't know how long that takes.
So what I'm seeing here is the actual time it would take me to do it is about 10 work weeks minus the number of work weeks equal to the character's intelligence modifier. So for me, it'll be 6.
Okay, so that's 1 week of learning Goblin down.
Yep, and it's 25 GP per work week.
Well, 25 gold to hire tutors, and you're 1/6 of the way to learning Goblin.
Yeah.
And then Suki was carousing.
Yes.
Also, as like a kind of like in universe way to explain this shit. I'm also gonna say that like in between that, Will has been doing like some more research into like how exactly magic works into the Tribelands, and he's discovered a few things that he's gonna try in his meantime to see if it'll work.
Is there like a level up nonsense?
Yes.
Okay. So you're trying to get who are you partying with? Are you partying with like the gutter people, or are you partying with like middle class folks? You're trying to get some nobles in here.
Yeah, I don't think it's Daphne's style to like try to court high class people. I think she's mainly just like trying to get people who are down to party, basically. Anyone around, people who seem like they'd be fun, and potentially people who seem like they'd be into Parsfuela.
All right, it costs 10 gold to pay for a party with the pores.
Okay.
And then make a persuasion check.
Oh, look at that, that's funny.
Ooh.
Daphne's on fire.
You convert 3 people to party life.
Hell yeah! My guy! Daphne's like fucking crowd surfing.
But no, you got
like
3 genuine followers for Parsfuela, which, you know,
hell yeah.
funny enough, you might actually end up like getting her some influence here, and then
I mean, as like from a player perspective, yeah, that's kind of my goal. Like, if I can start a small cult to Pars Puella in the tribe lands.
Like, how fucking stupid would it be if she sent you here just to get rid of you and you actually ended up doing a good job?
Yeah, she sent me here just to get rid of you, and it turns out I'm actually succeeding.
Terry, what are you doing with your downtime?
Harry has never seen this much gold in his entire life. Okay. Because he's been very unlucky, very unfortunate. Um, he thinks he's gonna get murdered, so he's hiding in a fit of paranoia.
You gonna like stick it in a cauldron somewhere?
Something.
Loving it.
He just doesn't want to lose his gold.
I mean,
Harry's
banks
just
exist.
squirreling his gold away in the knickknacks we're never ever gonna sell. In the
Go-
decanter of endless seawater.
You can go into town and put it in the bank.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
All right. I mean, that
I try
takes
not
like
to
no
get
time.
robbed on my way there, and
So
it's a horrible, stressful affair.
I have a question for the DM.
Oh.
In this over forest, our thing was we healed equal to the amount of gold we carried on ourselves. What is it here?
Dying
what's
is
the
hard to
thing?
do. It is hard to die here.
Ah,
I believe it says when you hit 0, you can instead. I think it's like a con save to stay to 1.
It's DC 15 con save, and you get 1 instead. And you have access to that feature until you succeed.
and does it reset with a long rest or something? Or
Yep. Long rest.
Wait, why didn't that apply to me when I went down?
Because I forgot
didn't
about
ask.
it, because it also would have applied to the water weird.
Oh, well,
Just suddenly, we're all
You
we're all
could
just
say
sitting there.
it was a
And,
wash.
we're all just sitting there enjoying ourselves, and suddenly we all just get covered in bruises and shit.
No, the water weird just like comes pouring out of Suki's wineskin. I'm back, bitches.
Round 2.
you fools!
Fight.
You thought me dead. You thought wrong.
The tales of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
All right, but I'm gonna call it there, guys.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
I expected a lot more goblin fighting,
All right.
and I am.
Now, you know,
I'm pretty happy about the result.
yeah, I'm enjoying how this is turning out.
I can't wait till we have to kill a whole ballroom of people.
You're
I
gonna
will
have to
figure out
start-
something for next week.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start throwing people with better insight bonuses at us.
I mean, it might not be a bunch of stupid goblins. It might be just a bunch of bloodthirsty gnolls that don't give a shit what you say.
Fair enough.
Aw, I was hoping we'd be invited to a high society ball and immediately resort to weaponry.
But I will catch you
Alright.
folks later. You guys have a
See you
good
later.
one.
Later, everybody.
Good session, guys.
yeah,
Good session,
just-
guys. See you later, dude.
I'm just finishing up my character level up.